All righty, greetings, 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 family, friends, and the world. This is Mikhail Eric Harris, better known as the Juice, also known as the Alkaline Water Guy. How is everyone doing this night? This is the night after Monday, December 22nd, 2025. This is the night after Monday, December 22nd, 2025. We usually start around 9 p.m. for Mikhail's Knowledge of Truth. This is Mikhail's Knowledge of Truth, and we're sharing information. We're here on at 9 p.m. after Monday, which is the night after Monday, and we're here on the night after Sunday, which was last night, or at 9 p.m. For Fight Fire with Truth. Fight Fire with Truth, and that's an open conversation. So, just to share with everybody one more time, as I did at the beginning of part one, after I did the prayer, for anyone that's interested in the introduction to sovereign class of knowledge, what I'd like for you to do to connect to text or email me. Mainly, I'd rather for you to text me at 770-572-5315. That's 770-572-5315. Text me. You'd like to know more information about the sovereign class of knowledge and about getting into your private office, and we'll go from there. And what I do, I'll call you, talk, and then we'll go from there, because there's a lot of things going on, and I like to get to know the people that we're dealing with, because we're moving into the private, and there's a lot of things going on, and we're in a day and time now where a lot of people don't really understand that this is really spiritual that's happening. So tomorrow will be our first day at 7:30 a.m. Now, if I get in a little late, we'll been to start between 7:30 and 8 a.m., shall I say, in the morning. But I'm saying 7:30, I got to drop my wife off at work by 6:30, so I should be back home by 7:30 and start it up. So it'll be 7:30 a.m. and 9 p.m. for those who can't make it in that rising. They can make it that night on what they call Tuesday. So that's 7:30 a.m. or 9 p.m. But in order for me to allow you to come in, I'm gonna have to know you. So connect with me before then. Email or text me your name, number, and email, and we'll go from there. And if you want the alkaline water teas, you can text me that, or you can just say you want to know more about the sovereign class of knowledge. You can text that when you text me your name, number, and your email, and we'll go from there. So other than that, things are happening, things are moving. And just to share with you, I started off part one. We're in part two right now, but I started off part one about the lies that's going on today. How our people always talking about on God, on, you know how they say on God. The people, I ain't gonna say it, but that's what they say, on God. They be like, on their children, man, I did this on my children, on my family, on this and on that. People be lying, and they don't realize how much of a curse they're putting upon themselves by the things they say. People don't realize your words are very important. When you speak things into existence. And the fact that people lie on their children, they lie to children. And I'm going to tell this story again. This is how I started off part one. I was at a barbershop, and I was talking to mainly the barber, but I was talking to the barber and talking to the people there, and to me, I'm be straight up with conversation. I'm talking to him, and we talking about lies, and he talking about, yeah, I want to get this for the kids for Christmas and all this and all. I said, why y'all lying to the children? Y'all get mad if your children lie to you, but then you want to lie to your children until they get, oh, well, we doing it for the kid. Lie is a lie is a lie. Bearing false witness. All these things what people do, and they don't even realize how much of a detriment that they're doing, not only to their children, but also to themselves. Lies. What's the 9th commandment? Thou shalt not bear false witness. People bear false witness, and first thing I always say, lawyers, prosecutors, and attorneys bear false witness all the time. All the time. They're the top tier of false people that's bearing false witnesses, because they wasn't at the crime when it was supposed to be a crime, that when it happened, they wasn't there. They go by hearsay because they're telling the story by hearsay like they was there. Instead of the people that was actually there telling the story. The witnesses that was there to tell the story. Now they'll come up, but it's sad. And people don't even realize how much of a sham that they are in. And the reason I spoke on that, and I end up going through, and I don't know what brought me. I thought about when it said, "Let it be on us and their children." Now, I don't say mine. And I end up going through the New Testament in Matthew 27, verse 25, when the Pharisees persuaded the people. They persuaded the people to be crucified. In verse 23, it stated, Matthew 27, 23 states, it says, "And the governor said, why? What evil have he done?" But they cried out the more, saying, "Let him be crucified." I'm gonna get up when the governor answered, said, when they persuaded the people. Where is they at? And the governor said, "Why is this evil done? What has he done?" But they cried the more, saying, "Let him be crucified." But the chief priest, there go verse 20. But the chief priests and the elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barnabas and destroy the prophet. Right there, that's 20. That's wickedness. These are your prophets and not prophets. Some prophet, call them some prophet. These are your preachers and your people today. Jealousy and envy, just like he said over here in verse 18. For he knoweth that for envy they had delivered him. And I'm not taking up for what happened because, like I said, I believe a prophet came, but I know that he didn't die for anybody's sins. But let's get off that soapbox. I went there because of the lies that's going on today. And what's the lie today? Jeremiah 10. This is the lie of the day that's coming up in about 3 days. Jeremiah chapter 10. We'll start at verse 1. Everybody should know this one. And they should understand what it is too. No matter how much they want to be deceived. Jeremiah chapter 10. Yah and the idols. It says God and the idols here. Hear ye the word which Yah speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Hear ye the word which the Creator speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said, now when he say thus saith Yah, thus said the Lord, thus saith the Creator, thus said, that the Creator speaking through his prophet. People don't even realize that. That's the voice of Yah. That's the voice of the Creator. Thus saith Yah, it said thus saith the Lord, but thus saith Yah, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. The heathen, the ignorant ones, the sinful ones. For the customs of the people are vain. Customs of today. Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Easter, all these customs. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe. We know that's a Christmas tree. Everyone knows that this is a Christmas tree. No matter how you want to say it, when you break down the workmen of it with an axe, but the key is here. They deck it with silver and with gold. Some people try to deny that. Oh, that's not talking about a Christmas tree. Well, what are they talking about then? They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Isn't that what they do when they bring it in the house? Isn't that what they do? That actually came from Nimrod. The evergreen tree grew over Nimrod's grave after his death, after his wife and his mother that he married She started putting gifts under his tree. I don't know if y'all heard that story or not. Verse 5. They are upright as the palm tree. Palm tree. Am I correct? But speak not. They must needs be born. Meaning they need to be set in the ground because they get cut down. Because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. It's a dead tree. It's an idol. People don't realize when they bring the tree out, that's an idol. And this is what people don't get. This is an idol. When you cut a tree down, bring it in the house, it's an idol. When you put toys and stuff under the tree, they're idols. Figurines. What is a figurine? What's a doll? Baby doll. What all these things are? Images. Idols. A lot of times the children get those toys, they only with them for about a week, and then they gonna do other stuff. Parents been to buy all that stuff for nothing. They've been about that stuff for nothing. The only kind of toy that a child will probably keep is a basketball. Why? Because they're gonna go play basketball, football, something that they're gonna do in the meantime that they can use for sports and stuff like that. But the other stuff, it's a waste of money. They're idols. They're idols for that time and that day. No different than you do a sacrifice. When you take a life, that's what sacrifices are. Sacrifice is actually just taking a life. And as I shared with you in part 1, the scapegoat, and also Barnabas and the prophet of the New Testament, they called Jesus or Yeshua. One of them was the scapegoat, which was Barnabas. And I shared the scapegoat portion in Leviticus chapter 16. You have to study to know, to grow, to understand what you need to know. A lot of people are dead in the water when it comes to knowledge. They just out here. Neither also is it in them to do good. Verse 6. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Yah, thou art great, and see, for as there is none like unto thee, O Creator. See, the idols is what they're talking about, because he said there is none like unto the Creator, showing you that the Creator compared to these idols that people are taking. People don't even realize that Christmas tree is an idol. They don't even realize that. Man, boy. But then it's straight over here in verse 6. For as much as there are none like unto thee, O Yah, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. But they worship the tree, the great evergreen, the great pine tree. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? You see that? Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For thee doeth it pertaineth. For to thee doeth it pertaineth. For as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdom, there is none like unto thee. Talking about the Creator. Giving praises unto the Creator just by saying that. But people don't even realize it. People are so caught up in idolatry, they don't even realize it. But you know something? It's coming a time when the curse hit, when the real curse hit. So you had a small curse across the world. I'm saying small, it ain't really small. That coronavirus, that was a curse. That was the curse of the Roman Empire, of the nation, that happened at that time. It's going to be some other things going on for those who are not covered. Y'all don't get yourself together. I'm telling you. Some people think I'm just talking. They don't know how serious I am when it comes to this word. See, when you become part of this word talks to you. It gets in your spirit. It lets you understand what's coming, what's not, what to be aware of, and what to see. And until then, Everybody else just say, oh, that's just the Bible, it's just a book and all this. Hey, okay, you look at it like that. Verse 8, but they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanity. You see that right there? The stock of what? A tree. They are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine. Isn't that a doctrine is a teaching, isn't it, right? The stock is a doctrine of vanities. A lot of people don't go past 5. Verse 9, silver spread into plates is brought from Tarshish, and gold from Uphaz. The work of the workman and the hands of the founder. Blue and purple is near their clothing. They are all the work of cunning men. But Yah is the true Yah. You see that? Do y'all understand what's being said here? This is Jeremiah chapter 10. We down at verse 10 right now. But Yah is the true Yah. He is the living Yah and an everlasting King. At his wrath, the nations, at his wrath, the earth shall tremble, and the nations, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. You see that? People do not understand. Because they don't really realize what's going on, what's being said in these scriptures. People just look at this scripture and, oh, that's just a book. Y'all, people really don't know. They really don't. Verse 11. Thus shall ye say unto them. This is what you should say to them. The gods that have not made the heavens, the gods, small g, that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. Ooh! Y'all see that? Let me do this like this. Thus shall ye say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth, from under the heavens. He has made the earth by his power. And this is talking about the Creator. He has made the earth by his power. He has established the, I'm just going through this right here. I just came over here. He has established the world by his wisdom and have stretched out the heavens by his discretion. This is talking about the Creator, the Almighty. Some people would blaspheme and said Jesus did it. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. People don't even realize it. Verse 13. When he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. That's the Creator. Ain't no Jesus did nothing like that. Or no Yahshua, whoever y'all want to say. When he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. And he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasure. Do people really understand power? People don't even see the power in what's being said. They just look at this. Oh, that's just words. They don't even understand. They really don't understand the words. When he speaks through his prophets and have this written, people do not have the understanding of the power of the Creator. And you know what? It's sad. Now, you know, a child understand. A child, when a child say God, a child, baby, they understand. They still close to the Creator because they not too long came out of the womb. But as they grow older, people have forgotten about the Creator, the Almighty. Except for those who really did their research and their due diligence to find the Creator. 14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. You see there? For his multi-image is falsehood. You see there? And there is no breach in them. No breath. I'm sorry, no breath in them. People walk around with crosses on. This ain't no crossing. This just this is an organized energy conductor. But the point is, people walk around with cross on. Crosses. They got crosses on their bodies. People really don't know. They really don't have an understanding. And there is no breath in them. They are vanity and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. You see that? What visitation? When the Creator comes. When he visits you in the spirit. See, it's a visitation that's going to happen. It all depends on where you are. See, my visitation, I was in Europe when I went through my spiritual awakening. But I was sincere and I was going through something spiritually. And I was being shown between me and my lady that I was with at the time. She's a German. Loved her and she loved me at the time. But this is where you either going to love the Creator or you're going to love the world. You're going to love the Creator, you're going to love these other things of the world. Creator going to give you what you need, but you got to search for him wholeheartedly. 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them. You see that? Come on, Father. Now, you know what? It's the same thing I'm telling everybody right now with the money situation and with land, air, water, homes, cattle. It's the difference. See, the portion of Jacob, the portion of Israel, Jacob is not like them. For he is the former of all things. That's us. We're the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. See, there you go. Jacob is dead, Israel. Israel is the, what did he say? And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yah of hosts is his name. If people really understood. If people really understood, the portion of Jacob is not like them. Jacob are those who are still awakening. For he is the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Israel. That's when you have awoken. I have awoken. I've been through my spiritual awakening. Israel is the rod of his inheritance, and Yah of hosts is his name. Mainly, the law is his name. Because nobody can pronounce his true name. So, I was in that, and I was something that I've seen there not so long ago. The world by his wisdom, that was something else that I saw. He that made the earth by his power, he hath established the world by his wisdom. Excuse me. And have stretched out the heavens by his discretion. Which he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens. And he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. Say he maketh lightnings with rain and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. If people really understood. But there you go. That's what I've seen. But they are altogether brutish and foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. That's what I wanted to see. That's Jeremiah 10. That was 8. Let me find something over here that y'all need to check out. Jeremiah 16. Right here. Something I want everybody to really understand according to what everybody's going through. Right? First, let me give you the curse. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 10 through 13. I did a breakdown on this as well. I need to re-upload this for who do you follow, man or Yah? I need to do a breakdown. I got a breakdown I did on this, and I gotta upload that one again. But Verse 10. Jeremiah 16:10 states this. It says, and it shall come to pass, verse 10, Jeremiah 16:10, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore have Yah pronounced all this great evil against us? We asking the question now. And I remember Polite asked the question. I remember a young Pharaoh asking that same question. Why is we going through what we going through as a people? Right here, the Creator said it. And it shall come to pass, and this is what people don't know because they don't study to know what the Creator actually said and why we're going through what we're going through. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore have Yah pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin? We asking the question, well, why are we going through this? Why are we going through it? What it said in the second commandment? Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images or any likeness of anything in heaven above, earth beneath, or waters under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, thy father, am a jealous father. Here you go. Visiting the iniquity. This is your key. Visiting the iniquity, the ignorance upon the fathers, which is, I like to say, upon the parents, because now we don't have fathers in the home, in every home, but we do have a mother, and some we have fathers. But either one, both of them have children that they're teaching. So I like to say, visiting the iniquity upon the parents, which is the fathers, which is actually the parents, upon the children. You teach the children what you know. You've been going to school for 12 years, then to college to learn what they taught you to know. If you don't start doing your own research to find out what you need to know, you're growing in lies. You're growing in information and history that this system put upon you. What system? The third and fourth generation of them that hate me. When you say, jealous father, visiting the iniquity upon the parents, upon the children, unto the third Greek and fourth Roman generation world powers of them that hate me. This is the reason why we don't know. And this is the reason why we're in the position we're in. Teaching lies to our children, not learning information, not growing in knowledge. And this is the reason why we're like we are today. And we wonder why we're going through the hell we're going through because we're not searching and researching to find out the truth. We're satisfied where we at. Now, when I say we, I don't mean me, but our people. Satisfied where they are. So, and it shall come to pass, again, verse 10, Jeremiah 16:10, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, if I'm showing the words, and they're going to say, well, why are we going through this? It's just like you're asking me, no different than you're asking the prophet in the book. Wherefore have Yah pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? They ask, what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against Yah our Father, Lord our God? What did we do? You in it. How many times you go to church there? We ain't under the law no more, we under grace. We ain't under the law no more, we under grace. That's another part right there. That's another sin. Or what is our iniquity, or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our Father? 11. Then shalt thou say unto them, then I want you to tell them this. Right here in the book. That's the white man's book. That ain't for us. The white man wrote that. The Creator spoke it to his prophet and told us to know this right here. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers, what it says, visiting the iniquity upon the fathers, upon the children. What it say right here? Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me. Your parents have forsaken me, saith Yah, saith the Creator, saith the Lord, however you want to hear it. and have walked after other gods. The Christmas tree is we just got to reading the Christmas tree is an idol. They say that they're bringing it in, they're dealing with why you're doing it. It's a tradition. It's something that was given to you hand down from time past. Why are you doing it? People don't realize traditions are deities. Traditions are religions. And every religion is idolatry. Whether you understand that or not. But forsaking me, saith Yah, and have walked after other gods and have served them. Don't y'all serve Christmas? When you're going out buying stuff, you're serving Christmas. When you're serving the New Year's, when the New Year's actually in the spring, the end of March, beginning of April, people serving the New Year that they call Janus, the two-headed god. Y'all don't know about Janus, the two-headed god in January? You got a god looking that way and a head god looking this way. Two-headed god, looking to the past and looking to the future. Oh, y'all don't know about that? I told you, do some research. Look up January and see where January come from. The god, as they say, Janus. Or Janus, however you want to call it. The two-headed god looking in the past and looking in the future. People don't know this because they don't choose to research. Look up the days of the week. Look up the months of the year. Look up all these different things and find out knowledge about these things and understand where they're from. Look up these holidays and holidays that people don't choose to research. They're too busy in their daily life doing what they're doing and they ain't trying to find no research to get themselves better and teach their families, to teach their children. Like these guys I tell about, like I told you, I'm talking to one guy, I'm talking to the barber. One guy sitting in a chair, his son, I didn't really know his son. I'm thinking his son was of age. But after, got up and seeing them walking together leaving, son must have been young, like 13, 14, I'm more than 13, about 14, 15, maybe 16, maybe. And if he was younger, he looked older than that. But I'm looking at the eyes going back and forth. We talking about lies. We talking about holidays and holidays and all this other stuff. Lying to your children. But the children, they like, why you gotta lie? I'm sticking to my gun. Why you lying to them? You get mad when someone lied to you, but you gonna lie to your children. Oh man, it's sad. Again, but have forsaken me, saith Yah, and have walked after other deities, Jeremiah 16, verse 11. And have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. Your fathers. I started off at verse 11. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, and everything that was said in 11. But what did verse 12 say? Jeremiah 16, 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers. The children have done worse than your fathers. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Why you ain't hearkening? Because you ain't going in the book. That's the white man's book. I don't want to go in there and see that. That's the Caucasian. Don't even realize this is the book of Yah. The New Testament is Caucasian, the Roman book. That's the New Testament. That's where everybody at. That's what the majority of the world is following. If they call themselves a Christian, they're in a cult and they're in idolatry. They don't even realize it. Because they don't go into the history and see when they say the Creator spoke. You mean to tell me a man's going to come and he's going to be over the Creator that made all things? His son came in. They have no idea and no understanding. And this is the problem of today. The world is under religion and is under a cult and is under blasphemy, and they can't even see it. But hey, I'm just a man talking in the wind. 12 again, and ye, which is you, have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye have walked everyone after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. That you ain't listening to me. The Father gave his word in the law and the prophets. And when he spoke his law through the prophet Moses and the prophets in the Old Testament. They are his law. They're from the voice of Yah through his prophet. The prophet spoke and put it down. And even if it ain't like it is in when it was first written, it's good enough for you to understand who it came from. But people choose not to research. Hey. That they may not hearken unto me. Verse 13. Therefore will I cast you out of this land, out of our own land, into a land that ye know not. Where we now? We call this America. But the land that we're on is not our land, because the land that we're on is on concrete. It's the concrete jungle, and it's the jurisdiction of the Roman Empire. They have taken over the land and over the world. It's our job to get out of this system by certain means and become back under the Creator. But people want to do it without the Creator. That's where they're gonna fall in. That's where they're gonna fall in the ditch at. See, it's a gorge that I've been through spiritually, that I've come across. A lot of people going to be in that gorge in the ditch spiritually. I'm telling you what I know. But hey. Therefore, 13 again. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye, which is you, nor your fathers. And there shall you serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. But I will not show you favor. But guess what happens over here at 19? Before I go to 14 and 15, let me show you what's going on today. Starting at verse 19. 19 through 21. This is what I just got through reading in Jeremiah chapter 10. Verse 19, Jeremiah 16:19 states, O Yah, my strength and my fortress and my refuge, in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. Okay, wait a minute. O Yah, my strength and my fortress and my refuge, in the day of affliction, which we have been going through. We've been going through affliction. We've been afflicted. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, what they gonna say? And shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies. Surely our fathers have inherited lies. Where they inherited lies from? The Greek and the Roman Empire. The Greek and the Roman Empire in today's time, because they was made to turn. See, we ain't talking about back in the time before the Greek and the Roman Empire, when Israel chose to go away from the law. We're not talking about back then. We talking about when the time when the Greeks and the Romans took over the earth and they made people accept this way of life. They made them do it. That's the difference. It says, again, verse 19, O Yah, my strength and my fortress and my refuge, in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. They're going to come to us, to the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. And things wherein there is no profit. Thanksgiving. Well, let's just start with Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. What's the name of that? Valentine's Day. On down the line. Who's next? Easter. Who's after Easter? Memorial Day and Labor Day and all this other stuff. 4th of July. All these things. They inherited lies. They're taught to the people. Inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. 20. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods? Ain't that what people do? People make a cross of God. People make all kinds of things they're doing right now. This is talking about today. How it's talking about today, I'm going to give it to you in 14 and 15. Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods? Verse 21. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. That's what I'm doing. Through the word of Yah. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know mine hand and my might. My hand and my might, and they shall know that my name is Yah. How they going to know? Let's find out. 14 and 15 states this. I think before 14 and 15, we go from 16 to 18, and then 14 and 15. So let me do that real quick. 16 to 18, 16, 17, 18, and then 14 and 15. All right? This is how I break it down to show you the real understanding of it. Verse 16 says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yah, and they shall fish them. I am a hunter, or I may be a fisherman. I don't know which one I am, but I'm part of this category right here. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yah, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill out of the holes of the rock. Mountains, continents, countries, and from every mountain and from every hill, cities, towns, the cities and the towns, rural areas, and out of the holes of the rocks, neighborhoods. Got to understand what's being said. These are the neighborhoods, little small communities. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face. You see that? A lot of people don't even understand that quote right there. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. People think that Creator don't see. For mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. Your ignorance, your sin is not hid from my eyes. And first, I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double. That's what we went through. You see that? And first, I will recompense their sin and their iniquity double, because they have defiled my land. You see that? And they have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. What is his because they have filled my land and they have filled my inheritance. This is his inheritance, our bodies. Our bodies are his inheritance. A lot of people don't even realize or know that. This is where he dwells within us. With their detestable and abominable things. Now, 14 and 15. Got to break it down to see it for the way it really meant. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yah, that it shall no more be said, Yah liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yah liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. You know what? And what I come to know, the land that he bringing us to, into their land. Your land is where you were born, because he gave us the earth. We have dominion of the earth. But where you was born at, you have inheritance there. A lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't know it. But everyone today is in and of lies and idols. That's what I'm going to call it tonight. Lies and idols. The Father said he was going to do. He's going to wake everybody up. But see, this right here, 14 and 15, therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yah, that it shall no more be said, the Lord lived that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. And this is going to be individually. This is what people don't get. How I know? Because it happened to me. That's how I know. But Yah liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. The Father gave us the earth. And he told us he's going to give us the earth. The earth is our dominion. But the land that he gave us is where we were born at. We just haven't taken it in full stride yet. But where we were born, you have an inheritance there. I'm just going to leave you with that. So the whole thing is, we got to get back on track with Yah, the Creator, and doing his will. Other than that, just want to share with you that I am that Michael in Daniel chapter 12, verses 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's me. Showing the holy people who they're really supposed to be. Waking them out of their dead beds, which is really in their heads. For all of you who's living in the new, this is for you. I'm that same Michael in Revelations 12, battling that red dragon where Satan dwell, who deceiveth the whole world but prevaileth not, because the horn is blown without a doubt. This prophesies for you to see that Michael is really me. So just wanted to share that with you. And we're going to do the benediction before we do the smile, and then I'll give everybody the information on how to connect back with me, or connect with me at any time. So we're going to do the benediction, which is in Numbers chapter 6, verse 22 through 27. The benediction. And Yah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, Yah bless thee and keep thee. Yah make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yah lift his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, which is his law, and Yah will bless them. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shekebo, Vakuto V'olam Va'ed. Hallelujah. Hear, O Israel, Yah our Father is one Father. Blessed be thy glorious kingdom forever and ever. Hallelujah. Praise you, Almighty. Thank you, Father, for all you've done, been doing, plan to do. We thank you for your word, your laws, and all that was given to us and that you share with us. We thank you, Father, for all. One thing I'd like to share with you, excuse me. If you'd like to get in contact with me, you can always call or text me at 770-572-5315. That's 770-572-5315. If you'd like to email me, my email is lkhyym@gmail.com. Again, that's lkhyym@gmail.com. Now, if you'd like to see the information, if you'd like to see part 1 and part 2 of the information that I share, you can see them on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, part 1 and part 2. Them the short versions, which is on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. My YouTube, you can like, subscribe, and share at JuicePro33. That's JuicePro33. Again, that's JuicePro33. Excuse me. JuicePro33 on YouTube. Now, that's YouTube Live. YouTube Live. Please like, subscribe, and share for part 1 and part 2 YouTube Live, Juice Pro 33. Also, you can see us on Instagram. Instagram is Lkhyym _ the juice, which is spelled LKHYYM _ THEJUICE. Again, that's LKHYYM _ THEJUICE. All right. Also, you can see part 1 and part 2 on Facebook. My Facebook is Lkhyym Harris, which is spelled MI_CHAEL space HARRIS. Again, that's MI_CHAEL space HARRIS. Right? That's on Facebook. Now, if you like to see the full version, which we download and upload from Zoom onto YouTube and these other stations, on YouTube, we're still at Juice Pro 33, but we're under video. The part 1, part 2 is under live, but the video is the full version, and it's still under Juice Pro 33, which is JUICEPRO 33 altogether. Again, that's JUICEPRO 33 altogether. Please like, subscribe, and share. There's video for the full version and live for part 1 and part 2. You can also catch us on X, formerly known as Twitter. That's X, formerly known as Twitter, on Juice Pro 33 as well. That's JUICEPRO 33. JUICEPRO 33. On X, formerly known as Twitter as well. And you can also catch us at the full version on rumble.com. That's RUMBLE, rumble.com /LKHYYM. That's rumble.com /LKHYYM. And also on patreon.com, excuse me, for the full version. Patreon.com for the full version, which is patreon.com /LKHYYM. Again, that's patreon.com /LKHYYM on patreon.com. Now, for TikTok. Now, I have 2 TikTok. I have TikTok. One of them is just like Instagram, which is TikTok. On TikTok, you put in the search engine @ Lkhyym _ the juice, which is @ LKHYYM _ THEJUI, excuse me, CE. Again, there's LKHYYM _ THEJUICE in the search engine on Instagram. And my other Instagram, as well as I have another YouTube, Michael the Juice Harris, all together. Michael the Juice Harris on YouTube, which is my other YouTube, as well as my Instagram, which is spelled MICHAEL THEJUICE HARRIS. Again, that's MICHAEL THEJUICE HARRIS. All right. Now, for the Zoom, if you're welcome to get on the Zoom, please, like I said, contact me first, and I will allow you to come in on the Zoom if you want to come on. And we're on several nights a week. On Sunday, at the beginning of the week, or the night after Sunday, should I say, the night after Sunday at 9 p.m., which is Fight Fire with Truth, which is open conversation, 9 p.m. the night after the day of Sunday. And no different like tonight. This is the night after Monday, which is Mikael's Knowledge of Truth, on this night at 9 p.m. Both of them at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Sunday, night after Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. The night after Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Now we, as of tomorrow, we're starting Introduction to Solving Class of Knowledge, AM and PM. AM is at 7:30 a.m. and PM is at 9 p.m. But you have to get in contact with me before me allowing you to come in. or if someone get in contact with you, whatever, you would call or text me. I would like you or call and or text me your name, number, and email. Excuse me. We can go through a conversation before coming through. That's 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m., and 9 p.m. Eastern Time for solving class of knowledge. All right. On Tuesday and the night after Tuesday. Also, we have another class to be determined, but that's on Wednesday for those who get into their private status. But other than that, on the Sabbath day, we're here at noon. Noonday, or towards the beginning of the evening and the end of the morning, at noonday on the Sabbath at 12 p.m. for the Sabbath, which is Assembly of the Righteous. This is the Assembly of the Righteous, when the righteous come together on the date that the Creator told us to come in His name. Other than that, I thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. I appreciate, love you all. Look forward to seeing and talk to you again soon. Please text me, name, number, email if you'd like to know more information. Give me a call. Other than that, I thank y'all for your time, your patience, your listening ear, your seeing eye. And I think I'm going to call tonight Lies and Idols. Lies and Idols. Other than that, I appreciate, love you. See you soon. And always. Peace. Gonna say bye to you first, Zoom. Love you. Appreciate, love you. See you soon.
Recording stopped.
All right. All right. And over here on Facebook, glad to see Malcolm Bowles came in for a quick second. I don't think he never stay around. But over here on Facebook, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon and always. Peace. And over here on Instagram, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon and always. Peace. And over here on Facebook Live, I thank you for your time, your patience, your listening ear, and your seeing eye. Appreciate, love you. See you soon and always. Peace.